Hey guys, Faz here from BeckettBoy.com. Got some really cool news. Just wanted to share a quick update on CGA Australia. If you're in Australia, I've been trying to, get as many cards to Craig at CGA, and there hasn't been much information, and there hasn't been much clarity around having your Australian cards graded by them due to the COVID situation. So I have been in a small amount of back and forth with Craig, just trying to find out a timeline for their return, because things are starting to, somewhat come back to normal over here. But his business has been heavily affected by COVID. So if you've been attempting to get, sorry, I'm just looking down at my iPad here because I'm just going to read off the email that I've been back and forth with him for. I had been grading cards with him for a little bit, and it just sort of stopped, and I figured, something's going on and all the rest of it. And when I was doing the grading process in the last submission that I attempted, thinking that it might just, sneak through, it came up with sort of wasn't an option to pay. There wasn't an auto email that you usually get after you buy something online. There was none of that. I thought, that's a bit strange. So I got an email after that, about a week later, and I'll just read it. And it was very sort of generic, but it says, "Hi Gareth, recently received a submission form from our website with your details. You can submit as many cards as you wish. Payment options are PayPal, bank deposit, or credit card. Please let us know your preference. You can usually send your cards anytime you like. Any postage with a tracking number is recommended." Now, this is usually the email that you get after you do a submission with those guys online. However, there's a big part in red that says, "Please note, we are currently closed because of the coronavirus until at least June the 1st. We will review the situation closer to that date. Please do not send any cards at this time." So they don't want any cards physically sent to them through Australia Post or any other courier. And it says, "Should you have any further questions or require any more information, please contact us on this email. We look forward to grading your cards in the near future. Thank you and regards, Craig Lation, CGA Australia." So after that, I thought, okay, that was sort of the normal message that you get, plus this big red one in the middle that says, don't send any cards, but you can submit. So anyway, I thought, I'll message him back and we'll see what happens with it. I said, "Hi Craig, thanks for the message. Is there any clarity as to when you guys will be receiving cards again, or is it just wait and see post June the 1st? Also, I didn't have the option to pay or get a reference number, blah, blah, blah." Anyway, that was sort of it. And I didn't hear back immediately. So I'm thinking, these guys are a little bit under the pump at the moment. So I just sort of stood back and hadn't paid any money. So I wasn't really worried too much. I thought I'll just wait for Craig to come back. Got a really important email just tonight. I thought I'll get the word out there, because I've had a few people asking me, quite a few actually, about the card grading Australia process and all the rest of it. And I'd been meaning to do a tutorial on doing CGA Australia for our Australian viewers. However, I'm going to be postponing that until they reopen. So trying to get a good scope on the timeline on when these guys are going to be operational again. They've come back with this, which is really, it's both exciting and disappointing a little bit. So I'll just read the email, and you guys can make what you will of it. But it says, "Hello, due to the coronavirus, we have been temporarily closed as a non-essential business. We now face further problems with our shipment cases being severely delayed. Because of this, we have no choice but to postpone our reopening until July the 1st, 2020. In brackets, it was supposed to be June the 1st, which is, sort of creeping up. Your patience and understanding at this time is greatly appreciated. We will accept submissions from July 1st onwards. Judging from the amount of submission forms we've received from our website, there will be a very large demand when we reopen. Rest assured, we'll be working as hard as possible to get all of your cards graded and returned as soon as possible. Again, thank you for your patience at this time. We now look forward to grading your cards very soon. So that's all we've got. That's from Craig himself, the man. That's CGA, which is Card Grading Australia. So that's what we got back. So disappointing that it's going to be another month. However, by the sounds of it, they're confident that they can get things going back at July the 1st instead of June. So what I can make of it, obviously, they've got a large backlog. So if you've got cards with them already that you've sent and you're waiting to get back, I'd expect an extended time frame of getting those back. They might be graded, they might not be, depending on where they're at. And that's probably why he said he didn't want to take any more cards until that certain point. So if you're thinking about, on the other scope, if you've got cards with them, expect a delay. If you're wanting to send cards, I'd also expect a delay. So, and I'm not sure if sending them in, bang on July 1 or shortly after is going to be the wisest decision. But, of course, if you really, really want to get your cards to them, then send them in. But, there's got to be no guarantee on a quick turnaround on that. So just keep that in mind if you're going to do some submissions with those guys. They're usually very, very good, very high quality. Obviously the only card grading service available in Australia for sporting cards. So that's it. I just wanted to share that update. Really exciting that we can get back online with those guys from July 1. Little bit disappointed that it wasn't June the 1st, because I've got a lot of cards, a big back catalogue that I wanted to get to those guys. A couple of autos that I want to really get in there. But that's all good. It's going to be an extra month now, so we can all sort of take a breath now and sort of just wait until that pans out a little bit further. All right. On the Beckett boy front, we've got some exciting stuff coming up. We have some big mail and going to be doing a big presentation on these. We haven't had a problem with mail. I've got some autos in here. I've got some stuff back from PSA. In one of these, I don't know which one it is. It might be this one. So we'll find out the results of that. That's going to be really exciting. And this one, I'm going to be doing a separate video just for this. This is really cool. For all you Australian hip hop fans out there, this is from a boy, Esoteric, Bliss and Esso. Did a collab with him. So that was really exciting. And I've got some goods from him, which I'm really keen to get on video. And also, just for shits and giggles, bought a couple of these bad boys. Well, I didn't buy them. They got included in my daughter's Happy Meals from McDonald's. So they are the AFL Team 2020 official AFL game cards, captain's cards. So I have no idea what's inside of these, and I thought, I've got a few packs of these now. Let's do a live rip on them. Anyway, that's where we're at with that. We'll see you guys in the next video.